Welcome to part 4. I believe it is. It's May the 10th. Oh, sorry. Part 4 of wheelchair chat moments. And this is May the 10th, 10:32 p.m. of 2023. And I am trying to cover some of this stuff. Now, this particular video, about Donald Trump's speech about these Trump nuke foreshadowing thing, was from 2 weeks ago, just so you know. I told you I had some stuff that was older that I needed to go over, and this is one of those things. And we're going to get back into this.
Controlled, it does not mean that they wouldn't blow something up, because they can and would, and they're telling us right now it's in the cards. Okay, speaking of cards, if you go and look at the cards that were printed in 1995, they are called the Illuminati playing card set.
Okay, he's got the set from 95. There was some, I believe, that was actually done in the 80s too. I've got a couple sets. I can't remember the years they were done in. But yeah, it's a lot of the stuff. Now, it doesn't matter when they were done. Why is stuff that's just now happening already on those cards is the point. See my question here? How did they have these cards already made with this stuff already on them? Because it's pre-planned. That's why.
And in that Illuminati playing card set, they put in there all of the events, pretty much.
They've been watching for the Lord and Savior all this time, better than the Christians, actually, to be honest. Why? Because Christians were slumbering. They were sleeping. You weren't keeping watch for the Lord. But these guys have been. Why? Because they've been waiting for him to come so they could roll out their big lie with the Antichrist. That's exactly why. You better make sure there ain't a part of you that wants to be washed up like a god. You better make sure there's a part of you that don't want all that praise and worship and adoration, that you want to give God all the glory. Let me tell you, I've been down this road with this Antichrist spirit. I know it'll wrestle you down. It'll take whoever it can take to fulfill its purpose. It's looking for a home. Don't let it be you. Get it on back into this.
Including all the shootings and the school stuff, and the going postal when people were shooting people up in the post offices, and all of it was in there before the events. Y'all guys, most of you know what I'm talking about. So, and it has a nuclear card in there as well, right? And so let's listen to the rest of his little spiel right here.
Very close, and they're only us to the very brink of World War III. They say Trump was right about everything. Well, I'm not predicting World War III, but I will say this: we're very close, and they're only talking about nuclear weapons. On top of it all, Biden is the most corrupt president in American history, and that's not even close. Nobody can believe what's going on, with, again, no retribution.
Biden is a paid actor, just like Trump. Yes, they're extremely highly paid, but they are controlled.
They are actually being puppeteered. But, well, Biden is. This, sorry, let me get my on here where y'all can see what I'm pointing at here. I wanted to be sure these things were real before I ever talked about them. And I'm doing my best to get them up there, guys. But I can't get much closer with my chair without knocking this over. So, and this is things. You see what's on the front of that? Even if this was actually, let me get my glasses on where I can see. Even if these were actually designed in 95, did you see what was on there? Let's see, the date's on here somewhere. I'm going to try to put this in front of the camera so you can see this part. Now, these were printed in 2019. But even then, why is that nurse there holding that thing even seen there? 2019, really? Look at this stuff. Why is that even a thing? Oh, sorry. But yeah, I'm going to continue to talk about this. This is the way I'm going to go with this one. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I can relocate myself just a little to make this a little easier. And we're going to talk about this a little more. Let me get this back on while I'm relocating myself.
Individuals. It is a world stage. Trump or Biden never really have any power as the so-called president. Not the real power. There are people in this world that have it and hold it.
Don't you believe it?
And it's not them. However, I will say this. Trump is way up in those organizations. Way up there.
Way up.
And, well, and also he's bloodline of the Queen of...
He's gonna let you way down. He's way up. But he's gonna let you way down. I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm sorry, and I apologize if the light's reflecting y'all, but I'm trying to show y'all this. He brought these up, and I just can't go without showing you these things. Now, remember, this is printed. This is the one printed in 2019. See what that says? Now, give me just a second. Look anything like what's going on. Now, this is supposed to be a game, guys. A game. Mind you. I don't know about y'all, but it's not something I'm interested in playing. It was just something I needed to see for myself before I mentioned it to see. And you can't tell me there ain't been an outbreak of that. Lord. With all that's been going on. And there's definitely that. People think they're entitled to everything. That's mine. God gave it to me. That's mine. I'm trying to cover these as much as possible. Let you see. Just give you a general idea about these things. What are on these things, man? It's crazy. And this is what you worship? These people? Remember when the Queen died? Why would this particular one be in here? Would it be because of the resurrection? Oh, could be. Yes. Could very well be. This is how y'all like people. Super majority. Not God. Super majority. And if you'll look around at the world, you'll see that the majority of the people are not Christian, morally centered folks. I hope you're reading this stuff. I mean, for real. The news. Now, here's the card I was talking about from the front of the box. 2019. Why was this a thing? Even then, how could this have been printed then? You know what that's really supposed to represent, right? And give me just a moment. We've heard talk about stuff like this. And but of course, there's these loopholes for everything, right? Only if you know them, right? 2019, people. And what is happening now? He brought them up. I'm using them to make a point here. Fanatics unite. That's what they've been doing. And you've been coming together to what? Kill one another. Now, I'm going to finish this video out with these. And this is what we have a lot of going on. Rebel rousers. This is what they're doing. What else do we have? Notice what's hanging from that cannon. Black Widow. Yeah. I'm giving you some truth. About what's going on with the powers that be. Have we seen a lot of talk about this lately? Why would this need to be on these cards already? In 2019. These were printed. Have we seen any of that? But yeah, we can send them every which way. I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Give me just a moment and I'll show you some more. Finishing out this video with a few from the other deck that I got. Look anything like what we've been seeing. And we're talking about from 1980 into the 1990s. These were drawn up. Why? Hear anything about this type of stuff lately? A lot of stuff going on out there about craziness, right? Heard anything about these guys? Have we heard anything about this particular person lately? Maybe in 2020, 2021. Someone else was referring to him. And that is going to take us into the next part. But I've got to get some rest. I will continue this as soon as possible.